Hey everybody, welcome back to Beyond the Controllers Game of the Week, where we highlight, play, and review a variety of games across all genres. I'm Gladys, and joining me as always is Cryptic Panther, Fatty, and filling in for Uber once again is our good friend Doing Work. This week we're playing the Battlefield 5 Open Beta. Okay, well, Panther, you are the leader, right?
That's probably a mistake.
Yeah, that's a mistake. Let's just end the war right now.
Alright, we're doing multiplayer.
Yep.
And we're doing Conquest.
Okay.
Conquest. And
I wonder what map we're gonna get.
Well, it's a 50-50 shot. I got no maps to choose from.
Right.
Oh, it's finding a game. Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to tell me to pick a server, but yeah, I guess not. Finding game. I'm excited.
Finding game. So, full disclosure, we've already put plenty of hours into this, all of us.
Yeah.
Because normally when we do a game of the week, it's none of us have played it.
Yeah, we usually
Or
try to
maybe
roll in.
one of us or
Yeah, we
something,
try to roll
yeah.
in blind or I get it, yeah. But
Yeah, that's why I said full disclosure.
So should
Yeah.
we pretend like we haven't played this? Like, oh my god, this is so cool. Look at the
What?
guns.
Oh, there's snow. I didn't know there was snow on this map.
No, probably not.
Oh, okay.
Panther left my squad.
I didn't leave anything, dude. I'm waiting for my game to load.
It said Cryptic Panther left your squad.
Fuck. 'Cause I'm
Game
sitting,
don't
I'm,
lie.
I'm sitting at the loading screen. Now I'm back at the for fuck's sakes. Give me a second.
Ah,
No,
has
I
fastest
can't even.
internet in the group. Can't join a game.
Not my fault. Oh, now it's just
Blame
joining.
Canada.
Now it's joining. Is it? Who knows? Objective: capture and hold flags. Yep. I
Yup.
don't know that much.
Going straight up the road to Bravo.
Taken objective Able.
I like it. Right down the middle.
Yep. Straight down the barrel.
Still says
You're
you're not in our
you're
squad.
in Rotterdam, right?
Yeah, we're on Rotterdam.
We have put down the
I'm
first
in
of
your
their
squad.
soldiers.
Nope, I'm in a squad with.
Yeah, was
Ukraine.
there an achievement today for staying alive for 7 minutes and 40 seconds consecutive?
What? Is
I
there?
have this thing on my screen that says stay alive. It says 7:35.
Our first soldier has
20
fallen.
seconds. It's continually counting. Like, I feel like they don't understand the type of game that this is.
We have taken objective Baker.
Like,
You guys,
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
you only
Nope.
start with 17 rounds.
Are you British or German?
I can't tell. I think we're British.
Well, I don't think I'm in your
Thanks
game.
for the. Oh God.
My fancy computer has a flag on the bottom left side of the screen that told me that.
Oh yeah. Hey. Yeah. Oh God. I just did like 3 backward somersaults. Oh
Nice.
yeah.
What,
Thanks for
what,
the rest.
what keybind is that?
I don't know. I see some other guy glitched out though. He's just standing frozen in place, but moving.
Nice.
Weird. Okay. Let's get back. Oh God, the tank is right there. Shit, man.
You're gonna try and engage it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Vehicle hit 20.
I've got ammo out for you there.
Vehicle hit 20.
I'm in queue.
Oh!
I hit it again,
you
but I'm
did.
dead. I wouldn't try to come and get me.
Yeah, you did.
Not a good idea.
Place too.
I'm
Yep,
dead.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Bleeding out.
Fuck's sakes.
Work's trying to get that achievement unlocked.
I am not.
He's just gonna hide in the corner.
Alright, well,
Gonna try and pop shots at this thing. Or
we
not?
should push back up. Yeah, I mean, I've got the infantry going across yellow train car. I marked it. Can't, like, actually tag. That tank's just sitting back. He's watching. He's popping shots at us. I say fuck it. Why don't we let him hang back there and we'll go around.
Yeah,
They're on
wait.
Bravo. On Bravo.
I got sniped. Fuck. I can be picked up if you can get me, but I don't know if it's
We are
safe.
losing objective
Oh,
Beta.
I'm down inside Bravo. They're here. Front doors.
Fuck you, die.
Tags here. Tags here.
There we go.
I guess just gonna die out here.
Yeah, man, it kind of looks like you're gonna.
We have lost
Yeah.
objective Baker, soldiers.
Let's go Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
What I was thinking.
Don't forget to get ammo. While we're here.
I brought ammo to a gun party.
Good man.
I'm gonna forget health.
Oh, getting
Okay,
hit already.
across the way to Charlie. Yeah, there's sniper fire.
Fuck.
Just tossing some shots that way.
You have an idea whereabouts?
Like right at Charlie, where those 2 blue dots are.
I'm up on the
Yeah.
bridge.
Pretty much that brown red building.
Oh,
Nope, to your left.
Oh shit, A's gone, and it's going fast.
Jumping into the river.
Objective Able is being lost.
That's not gonna work. You guys. Oh, you're getting A? Okay. Let me come back.
oh, behind. Trying to fucking run up on me, bitch. Fuck.
Oh, you guys are all the way up there. Damn.
Yeah.
What
Uh-oh.
the fuck
That's
was
the
that?
rocket. That's the rocket.
Hey, what is this? Fucking Call of Duty? These kids get 1935.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
That was
Did
fucking
anyone,
cool.
did anyone get a good shot
Be
of
aware
that?
that we have lost
I
objective
might have,
Easy.
but I mean, my shit looks like a potato, so.
I did not.
Yeah.
Well done. We have taken objective Charlie.
All right, we took Charlie. Let's go up to Delta.
There's an enemy tank.
I don't know. I think ours
Yeah,
is
the
taking
friendly.
pop shots at. It looks like he's over between Delta and Bravo.
Where are we heading?
Delta. I'm below you guys.
Okay.
What kind of dick is this bridge? Seems like it could be a good way to get from flag to flag.
Fuckers.
Shit.
Oh!
Wrong door.
That was fucking cool.
Jeez.
I just saw like 3 people die.
I'm at Delta. Got a lot of people here.
Where? Here's and where?
Almost there. We're
Delta.
doing well.
They're up by the ammo crate, I think. They're not at me, obviously. Yep, ammo crate, there's one. More than one. Throwing a grenade.
Grenade going out.
Yeah, they're all to the right, I think. Yep. Try to get up a little closer.
Up top. I'm down.
Oop.
Above you.
Yeah. Do not try to come get me.
I can be picked if someone can get me. I'm out of their fire line.
Attention, we have lost
Where's-
objective Charlie.
Where's the team?
It was a risky play. I tried to flank him, ran into a
Wait,
squad.
Fatty, how are you so far away? What happened?
Objective Easy is ours now.
I was picking some people off.
His
Oh,
recon.
Jesus.
Chin up, soldier.
Yeah,
That's how it happened.
that was a dumb question in hindsight now.
Yeah.
Playing
I
recon,
told
why are
you,
you
man,
so
it's
far
my,
away?
It's my go-to.
Well, you know, when we say we're all going to go to Delta, I just kind of assume, and then...
Why am I?
Be aware that
What
we
am
have
I?
lost objective Easy.
Okay, I climbed up. I didn't
I
need to.
saw that,
Yeah.
you Bill.
These fucking houses and where goes where? Die, bitch.
Peek your head back out. Oh no, someone smoked right on us. Smoking me out. Blaze it.
420 blaze it.
Behind.
Coming through the house, yep.
I got one.
I think that was the guy that got me.
I don't know. Can't see.
Ready for it?
Uh,
Picking you up.
We have taken objective
Try to
dog.
cover. Got another one. About out of ammo. Can you drop some?
I already did.
Where? I don't see it.
Like
Nope,
right.
I do. Right in front of my face. Yeah.
So do you have to pick that ammo up, or does
Yes.
it just refill?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
really?
why I
So-
didn't know.
Huh. So you can't just drop a crate behind an ally and then just like bounce.
Right.
They run over them.
Refill.
So you can pick them up.
I mean, just say it when you drop it. Just say ammo or something, you know.
Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't know that. No one's dropped it for me, so I didn't know that you had to
We have lost objective Able.
pick it up. Do you have to press a button to pick it
Yep.
up? Or?
You gotta E to interact.
Wow.
Oh, come on, man. I'm excited. Delta to the back. Behind
Yeah,
you.
coming.
Right there.
I'll patch you,
They're
chum.
coming down the road.
I'll
and I'm
patch
trying
you,
to pick
chum.
them off. Thanks, dude.
Let's go underneath, just so we can try to not have a tank bounce on us. No enemies on the cap.
You don't have to pick up. You shouldn't have to pick up the ammo. When I throw it, you should automatically get it.
If you throw a pouch, I automatically get that. If
No,
you
when
drop
I throw
crate-
ammo out, I'm throwing crates.
There's more ammo.
Ammo crate.
Ammo, pal.
I had a dude just randomly standing outside the entrance. Killed him. AFK, I think. Uh-oh. Another rocket. There it goes.
Who's call? Is a squad leader? Can you call those?
Listen,
out?
soldiers, we are losing objective
Objective
dog.
is under attack.
You want
I
Delta?
guess.
Attention,
don't know
we have
how
lost
to-
objective dog.
I'm the squad leader right
Yeah,
now,
you
and I'm
should.
looking at my emotes. I don't know how to...
You should look into that.
Oh. Yeah, it's almost the end of the game. How do I do it? Let me go to... Squads? No. Huh. Oh, I just killed myself accidentally. All right, so Battlefield 5 open beta. We played 2 maps, 2 rounds together, but as I stated before we actually started, we've actually had a pretty good amount of playtime in this game. Most of my experience has been through the Assault class, but all of us are longtime fans of the Battlefield franchise. So does anyone want to start off with their first impressions? Do we have a volunteer?
Yeah, can I say something?
Sure.
No.
I oh
Nope. Nope, never mind. Does anyone else want to say anything?
No, I just want to address what I said in the podcast because I kind of made it seem like I didn't give a fuck about this game, and I really didn't. And I want to take those words back
Oh,
because yeah, no, I'm having a blast with this.
hey.
I had no interest with like Hardline or Battlefield 1 or any of those. I thought this was just going to be another EA shit show. I'm having a fucking blast. I'm playing this so much. I love it.
Well, so here's a
Wow.
question. Are you playing it with other friends, or are you having a blast playing it by yourself?
By myself. Like I
Wow.
having
Fair
a
enough.
blast playing with you guys, but when you guys aren't on and I got nothing to do,
Right.
you know, it's either this or jerking off, and so far this is funner.
Damn.
10 out of 10, Battlefield 5.
Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5.
10 will not beat off again.
Better than masturbation. That's gonna be the new tagline, November 20th. Battlefield 5.
That's going on the cover.
Better
Yeah.
than
Prefer beating the
masturbation.
steers.
Yeah, EA, get at me. I got your cut line. Come on.
Wow,
I tell you,
okay.
out of all the things that we've said, that's the
Hashtag
one that's going to get
advocates.
picked up. You ain't see.
I can fully say that I was not expecting any of what just happened.
No, no.
I,
I was expecting him to pick masturbation over Battlefield 5.
I mean,
But like
if
a
it's
close
concept,
second.
Yeah.
like, I'm playing Mass Effect over Battlefield 5.
Okay, well, so we've got one convert from the old hand jive that prefers Battlefield 5. Now you said you weren't interested in Hardline or Battlefield 1. What was the difference here? Why did this game turn you over?
It kind of reminded me of how Battlefield was with like Battlefield 3. It just felt good. It was fun to play, and I didn't have any issues going into it. Yeah, we ran into a few bugs, but ultimately I didn't end my gaming session thinking, I got better things to do. I ended it saying, man, that was a lot of fun. I'm probably going to do this again tomorrow. And that's very rare for me when it comes to just first person shooters, because I get bored of them really quickly.
Right. And then one big advantage this game had going for it for you, I'm sure, was that there was no posters of Big Macs anywhere that I could find.
No, exactly. Although I
It
did,
was focused the whole time.
I did stop a few times and examine a few things, like the weird way bodies were positioned when they died.
Yeah, yeah.
You got blown to bits by a tank, and he was just like in the corner in this ball. I looked at that for a few minutes, so it did grab my focus a little bit for different stuff. But yeah, no posters of Big Macs or iPhones or whatever that other game is trying to sell us.
Right. Well, okay. Well, that's Fatty's stance on this game. What about work? What do you think?
I am enjoying this more than I enjoyed Battlefield 1 so far. I
Okay.
don't like the removal of the spot. I'm using air quotations here. I can get over it, but I don't like it.
Right.
I don't like sure, I can drop a waypoint, but like if I'm not the squad leader, I shouldn't be dropping waypoints. I should be spotting things. It just feels different. I
Well,
agree with Fatty,
it's a
though, too.
weird.
Yeah, it's
Go ahead.
just it's not bad. It's just different.
I was just gonna
guess.
say it's weird to me that they made the decision to take away spots, but every single player can drop waypoints for their squad. So like we can arbitrarily spot just in a different way. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like we
yeah,
can tag a location and say there's a dude
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
I mean, the thing that it bothers me is like if there's a tank moving across the battlefield and I drop a waypoint where the tank is and the tank moves, like you guys aren't looking at the tank anymore. You're looking at where the tank was.
Yeah.
So like for that.
No, I
specific
just
situation-
mean it was a weird decision of them
Yeah.
to do it that way.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not gonna like pass judgment on it yet. At some point, I probably will. But I agree with Fatty. Like this feels more Battlefield 3E than Battlefield 1 or 4 did, for that matter, in my opinion. I'm having more fun with this one. I'm not gonna say that I'm ready to buy it yet, but I feel a lot better about it than I did before I started playing the beta. Because
Yeah,
before the beta, I
I've been
was
nervous.
completely disinterested. Like I didn't care.
Right. There's a few things. I'll go ahead and drop mine here. There's a few things that worry me, and it's not gameplay mechanics or bugs, because I know the bugs are eventually going to be ironed out to where it won't be a problem anymore.
Yeah, we expect
a dice
certain
game.
amount of funkiness.
Yes. Yeah, and there will never be a beta from DICE that's actually like smooth and perfect. But beyond bugs and gameplay, something that worries me is some of the design choices that they've made, and specifically with the weapons and the lack of attachments once again. For the camos and stuff, and we can change the appearance a lot of our stuff. We can switch out different things for different components, but it seems just entirely visual in effect. There's once again another major Battlefield release where we can't customize anymore. Battlefield 4 was the last like truly customizable main entry. So this is the third game now, because Battlefield Hardline I don't think had it. And if it did, I didn't play it because it was a pile of hot garbage anyways. But Battlefield 1 didn't have any type of customization. And in fact, the same weapon with a different attachment on it was sold to us as an entirely new weapon,
Mm-hmm.
which is utter bullshit. So in this beta right now, we've got 4 weapons for each class, which is worrying. And I hope that this is just to give us a taste and it's not the entirety of what's available, because that's going to
Yeah.
get stale real fast.
Wasn't it very similar in the Battlefield 1 beta where
Yeah.
the full game came out and they added like one other gun per class or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's not cool, man.
So it really worries me that if this is indicative of the variety that we can get on launch, I mean, that sucks. Only 4 weapons each, and some of the weapons already feel pretty much useless. I haven't worked with everything that's available just because I haven't had the time to unlock them all, but the unlock system as well worries me, because to progress with a specific weapon, you have to get kills with it, you got assists, damage points, whatever. You have to get points using that weapon, and only then can you upgrade through this weird skill tree, but it's only specific to that weapon. So instead of finding attachments and changing different components and altering the stats and how your weapon works and feels, you upgrade through basically experience points for each particular weapon, and you choose a skill path to change how your weapon works.
Yeah.
It's really it's weird, and it just feels so unnecessary in this game because Battlefield 3 had the perfect attachment and progression system. Battlefield 4 was almost as perfect, but it started getting a little different.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of it altogether. So I don't understand, because this is the same team. Like, I don't understand who made the decision and why this has continued to be a problem for DICE. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it is very strange.
That's one of my biggest complaints with Battlefield 1, and I'm hoping that it doesn't repeat with this one, because the game plays extremely smooth even for a beta. Everything is running almost flawlessly minus bugs. If we didn't have those, then it would be pretty much, solid state release.
Yeah, yeah.
The sound is incredible when things happen. I feel like the ambient noise is a little lacking, actually. Unless I'm directly in a firefight, I don't really notice much noise going on. It's a little quiet. What do you guys think?
Well, for the sound, I mean, Dice always really does well with sound. I mean,
Yep.
the other games always, I mean, I never played Hardline other than the beta, but a lot of the Battlefield games I've played, even one like the audio is always really well. Plus, they've done well with the Battlefront series. So, but yeah, I mean, the complaint with attachments. Well, in Battlefield, in World War One, I mean, they didn't really have much attachments. Everyone was kind of handed a fucking gun. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't, well, wait till someone dies
Sure.
and pick it up off the body. I get they kind of kept with realism within the guns.
A little
And
bit, yeah.
and I understand that going from Battlefield 4 having every class having like 10 to 12 guns and everything having like 4 to 5 attachments, definitely, or in 4 to 5 scopes usually as well or more. I get how the definite attachment withdrawal happened from between 4 and 1 for us, and for me as well, because it I mean, we're so used to it. I think there's going to be more stuff hopefully in 5. I mean, it only makes sense. I mean, World War II there was a lot of innovation in real world War 1. There was a lot of innovation in weapons near the very end of it. And World War II, there was a lot of different guns and a lot of different variations of weapons. So I'm hoping they're just giving us a little taste, and there's going to be a lot more. But I mean, realistically, it's going to be like everything else. There's going to be there's going to be one.
I can't say.
There's going to be 1 to
ahead.
2 guns per class that are going to be the fucking go-to, and that's what everyone's going to use anyways.
Sure.
Like the AKs, the FAMAS, like it's just going to be one of those
The
things.
M16A3.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just going to be 100 service stars down. With 3 months in, everyone's going to have 100 service stars and all the top guns. But I mean, yeah, I want more variety and I'd like to see some more attachments. The biggest complaint I have with the gameplay mechanic is the bipod motion of the I don't know if it's the same for every.
Yes.
It takes a fucking week and a half.
Yeah, and it
Well,
tries
and
to
it's
deploy on
automatic.
all kinds of random stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, like when we were playing earlier, I was on Bravo and I wanted to put it up. It's like he swings, and I was shooting actually where my crosshairs were while the gun was aiming in the air. So I know that animation needs to be fixed, but it needs to be shortened, big time. I mean, I know when you bipod up, it gives you advantage because you basically have no recoil. So I understand that there's got to be that slight little, you got to set it up like real world type of deal. But man, the animation is so fucking slow. I got killed a couple times because it was trying to go up and I didn't want it to. So they need to add a way to either completely turn it off for a weapon, like give me an option to remove the bipod, so I don't have to worry about it, or give me a button to and they make me press it to actually force the bipod up. The automatic bipod is trash.
Yep.
I don't know how much I will play support when I play this, because I mean I'm probably end up going to get the premiere like you fellows have, and I'll be getting Battlefield when it comes out in November.
Oh, that's right. I
yeah.
don't have to buy this one.
Yeah.
Ha!
That's right.
So that's what I'm looking at. I mean that's what I'm probably going to end up doing. But yeah, I mean I had this. Well, I mean consider most of our old crew is pretty much abandoned playing Battlefield because they're everyone abandoned one like after like less than a month. So it kind of sucked that no one played it because Battlefield 1 really was a good game. It really was.
It kind of sucked that it was what it was, and I bought it. I'm still like, salty. I'm not as salty as, you
But
know,
I
a
mean,
friend of
four,
mine's about
four.
something else.
I mean, like
Salty.
compared to the fucking shit show that we put up with Battlefield 4 for fucking 4 years,
Yeah.
Battlefield
Yeah.
1 was like 9,000 times better with
Oh yeah.
with the
Oh,
way
yeah,
the
and
game
don't get
worked.
me wrong,
Yeah,
I
it's not,
blame
and
all of my Battlefield skepticism on the first 6 months of 4 on the PlayStation 4.
Right.
Hands
You know,
down.
you're right. So I mean,
Hands
I
down.
like I said, there's some, I mean, there's definitely some things. I mean, the two maps out of the two of them, Rotterdam is a better map. It
For
is.
sure.
Oh,
It
yeah,
plays a
definitely.
lot better. I can't remember the name of the map. The snow map. I can't remember the name of it. It's
Norvik.
not Norvik. It's not a bad map, but it's just like it's fucking everybody looks the same. And I understand that both sides had snow camo, so it's kind of hard to differentiate. But yeah, I mean, the map has some good points, but has a few bad points as well. And like I said, it's the last little bit of playing it. I don't mind it as much. I hated it the first 2 times I played it. Hated it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to play it anymore. But I don't mind it now. Kind of learned a few routes and a few areas that really work well for back and forth combat. So it's playable, but Rotterdam to me is a lot better map. But yeah, so far I'm liking it. I'm impressed with how, well it is compared to the other betas that we've seen from Dice.
Yeah.
It's the connection stuff seems to be fine. Other than that stupid fucking revive glitch, man. Other than
Yeah,
that, I mean,
that's
there's-
killer right now.
Yeah, other than that, there's really no major problems with the beta itself. And other than
No.
the bipod thing, and when you run over someone you kill and you pick up their ammo or health if they dropped it, I've been killed with that animation because I'm doing that
Yeah.
animation. I'm like kind of takes you out of the engagement. So they need to get rid of that animation altogether. It should just be
that
an
should just be
automatic,
thing.
automatic
Shouldn't-
pickup.
Shouldn't even show you.
Right, like
doing it.
other FPSs, they just run over it. You just pick it up. So I get
Yeah.
they're trying to add the immersion of your character actually doing shit, but that's one thing they shouldn't be doing. Yeah.
That's true. I want to take it back just for a minute when we talk about realism and with the attachments, and we kind of accepted it with Battlefield 1 because of the setting. With Battlefield 5 and World War II, as you said, there was like a lot of cutting edge stuff going on and a lot of varieties and everything. But when we talk about the aspect of realism with this game and with the gameplay, one thing that bothers me, and it's just it doesn't compute for me realistically, is that Dice has been pushing this ultra customization. With every trailer that they put out, that's been their thing, is that you can customize, and everything appearance wise is totally up for grabs. So if they're going to make the choice to design their game cosmetically with an infinite amount of variation, which I'm positive that we're going to see right now, we can't really do it because it's the beta. So I think they're trying to sell people on the gameplay and the core mechanics right now, which is what they should be doing. That's the right move. But their full release is going to look nothing like what we're playing as far as players. Everyone's going to be fucked up. So my thing right now that I'm worried about is they give us infinite variation and options for how our characters look, but a significant less amount of options for what our guns are able to do and how many guns that we have. I think the customization went too far in one direction, and we're going to have lacking weapons. Everyone's going to be focused on what their characters look like, but as we're playing, we don't even see our characters.
No.
You
And
know,
that's one thing I
that
don't
shouldn't be a
understand.
focus.
I don't understand why in an FPS that they're making that a big deal. I mean, like whenever the big thing was with customizing your guns in some of the other first-person shooters, okay, because you see your gun. But I mean, like having a purple gun or a purple sight or a green sight or a green sight, it doesn't make the gun do anything. It doesn't improve anything. I mean, other than the possibility for certain areas for camo, which how often did you remember to change your damn camo when you played Battlefield 3 or 4? How often did you remember to change it on your character when you were playing a different between a wooded area and an unwooded area? Hardly ever.
Well,
Yeah.
beyond the focus
Yeah.
of your character's look in a first-person shooter, I'm just saying, at a baseline, if we're going to sacrifice realism for the sake of cosmetics, why can't we sacrifice realism for the sake of like gameplay mechanics in the sense of customizing weapons?
Well, we
I
don't
would
like,
rather them say, okay, maybe they really didn't use 20 different attachments for each weapon, but we're already taking this, in a different direction from being a military history simulator.
No,
So
right.
let's go ahead and give them options.
I don't want to go down this whole argument road about realism and stuff, but I was just kind of going. They based the locations on real World II battles, and they base the the armor and the guns and stuff on it. So I mean, I don't know, they got to go somewhere with customizations. Go, how else are they going to sell that shit, right? I imagine there's
And
going to be
that's fine if they want to do that, but I just don't understand why. It bugs me that
but we don't know what the final release is going to be. We don't know. I mean, we kind of have an idea.
well,
from the
no,
beta.
it's totally confirmed that the customization cosmetically is going to be ridiculous.
Well,
We already know that, man. That is confirmed.
Right, for the players, but I'm talking attachment wise for the weapons. We don't know what's going to be available. I mean, we're looking at the beta right now, so we have no idea what, until someone plays a full release, we're never going to know until then exactly how many weapons per class and then what attachments are going to be available. Because right now, I didn't even look through much. All I did was look at the sights and change my sight on two of my guns, and that was it. Like, I haven't really taken time.
Well, right now,
to...
you are absolutely correct. It's just a worry of mine. That's my biggest fear now.
And mine as well, because I know that was a huge turnoff for a lot of people, including you on Battlefield 1. It was a huge turn. I mean, I didn't like how they had Battlefield 1 where they had like 3 variations of the same gun just because one fired a little different or one had a different type of scope. I didn't like that.
One
I
had
didn't
a
like that
bipod.
Yeah, I didn't like how they done that. I wasn't impressed with that part of it, but everything else for the game I thought was really good. But no, everyone gave up on it. So sadly, I mean, like, playing with randoms is tough. When you're used to playing with a squad of friends, it's kind of hard to go into a game totally by yourself and just get fucking schooled by squads that are working together. So it just kind of ruins the experience overall, and for me anyways. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who love playing solo, and all the power to you, but I just prefer playing with friends. But I mean, I'm excited for what the game has potential to be. But yeah, I'm also optimistic what do you call that? Not really pessimistic, but hopefully optimistic I guess is the term to use.
I don't know. That's a double positive right there. Cautiously.
That's it. Cautiously optimistic. There we go. There's it. We'll get it sooner or later. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying is I'm hoping that they're not going to fuck this up.
Yeah. So one last thing to touch on not realistically. Now I got that in my head. That's what I'm focused on. One last thing to touch on before we end this, because it's already running too long, is the inclusion of supply boxes and medic boxes that we can supply on flags. Real quick, what do you guys think of that? Because I think it's a little bit useless with how abundant they are, because the game is based around going to those flags. Once you get there, you already do it. So it's pretty much ingrained in my instincts now when I'm playing to go directly to those. So it kind of takes the whole point out of like scavenging, and it gives you the ability to heal yourself even. So I feel like their idea of making ammo scarce and making health totally accessible are at odds. So I can always heal myself, and I'm within feet of a resupply box almost no matter where I am on the map. So scavenging is now, what's the point if there's always ammo around?
The biggest thing with that is when you're in between flags and you're fighting for ground. That's kind of the thing, because I mean, you're either going to have to hopefully someone's got health or ammo on them, or you're hoping that you haven't used all your health and ammo before you have to retreat back to your own flag to get some more health and ammo. I mean, there is a definite reason to it, and it definitely adds a little bit to it. But it is nice to be able to go to hide and cover and heal yourself, because your medic's dead, or your medic happened to be spawned across the map because he picked the wrong spawn point or whatever. I mean, it gives you a little bit of self-reliance. But I mean, having it on the tanks, that's a fucking game changer. Because you know how many people used to just sit back and just lob shells into buildings and lob shells into the battlefield everywhere, because you never ran out of ammo. And so you got either shot down, either you got attacked by, a helicopter or a jet in like Battlefield 3 or 4, or, dynamited or whatever in Battlefield 1. The tanks could just sit off the edge of an area and just pummel. So now with that being a fact that you have to go to a resupply point, it definitely is a game changer for tanks.
Fatty and Work, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with the tank aspect, because it makes them a little less OP, I would say. But in a player aspect, I do kind of agree. There's such an abundance of them that at this point, trying to scavenge isn't even worth it. And I think maybe I know we died pretty quickly and a lot most of the time, but maybe it's also lengthening out the matches a little more than they possibly should be. I mean, we played for an hour and got 2 matches in
Yes.
Whereas, the other, even Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, you could at least get 3, maybe 4 if they're quick, but I don't know. That's just my thought on it.
It's more than just ammo and supplies from those boxes too, because we scavenge them from players.
Mm-hmm.
So really, ammo is incredibly abundant most of the time. I only had to ask for ammo a couple times in the hour that we played because I'm either finding it on dead bodies or we're at an objective and I can grab it.
Yeah, or it's rockets. You need rockets.
Yeah. But Work, how do you think this works against previous entries in the Battlefield franchise? Because it is a big change, but it's just, for me, it seems like their original idea got scrapped because of how abundant it actually ends up being with all the bodies in the boxes.
Yeah, part of me doesn't think that the system as it stands right now is what we're going to see in the final product. But, I haven't said that. I haven't seen a lot of chatter on Reddit or anything about this specific thing. But, I mean, you guys are totally right. I mean, I don't feel like ammo is scarce. One thing that I did notice about this game more than Battlefield 1 is I feel like the time to kill is way faster in this one. I die so fast. And the few kills that I did get, the people seem to go down very quickly. So, like, that contributes, again, to me not worrying about my ammunition. Like, I've only got 4 or 5 magazines, but if I get into an engagement and I don't win, it's not going to matter because I'm going to respawn with four magazines anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of middle of the road on it. It's a nice feature. Was it necessary? I don't think so. I mean, you already have a class to do that. And what's this going to do to the teamwork aspect of it? It's not going to matter so much if you've got somebody playing medic because you could revive your squad buddies, so it doesn't matter, and there's health at every objective.
That's what I was about to say. It actually doesn't seem to matter squad wise, because when we went into the game, I even said, maybe we should run 2 assaults, a medic, and a support.
Yeah.
But as we're playing, as you said, we can all revive each other regardless of being a medic. Health is plentiful because you get it at every objective, and you didn't need to resupply us but twice, because ammo is plentiful both on dead bodies and at the objectives.
Yeah. Well,
so it kind of eliminates the need for those specialties.
Here's a weird thought. Do you guys think that this is a really, really subconscious way to appeal more to a Call of Duty style of player? Because with this environment, you could very easily lone wolf your way around anywhere. There's ammo, there's health everywhere.
Yes.
You don't really have to rely on a squad.
This actually, now that you say that, and that thought is eating away, it feels like a Call of Duty attempt at Battlefield almost.
Yeah. That honestly just hit me as we were talking about it there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, I'm not a fan of it, just like by proxy, by default.
Just because.
Just on principle. But I don't know. I still prefer to have a well-rounded squad of different specialties and stick with I don't want to have to run off to an objective to get ammo if my buddy Baker has it right here,
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of indifferent to me, but to someone who's used to lone wolfing, I can see how it would be excellent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, scavenger perk from Call of Duty is now ingrained in this game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's literally what we're doing. Strange.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and cut this.
If I was gonna say, if they took that scavenger thing off, we didn't pick up ammo from dead bodies, it definitely, I think, would make those ammo.
It would be much more important.
Yeah, and I mean, they may change it. Like I said, they could only maybe allow you pick up 1 or 2 bullets from a body, right? They really could change the metrics, and they're always about changing metrics between every fucking patch. So by the time this thing is all done, it could be you pick up 12 bullets from an ammo box, and that's all you get. And, until you kill someone and take their gun and hope they got more than two magazines left. Like, I mean, they could really change it one way or the other. So, I mean, they're probably going to take a look at the feedback from this, but I don't hate it. But like I can't agree with you to the point where is it really necessary? So,
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, all the things they could have tweaked. Like, I don't feel like the supply system needed any adjustment. It worked well. Everybody kind of, if you're a Battlefield player, like, you kind of knew what you were getting into. You knew what to expect.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff they could have messed with, and I don't feel like this was something that they needed to fuck with.
No. All right, well, let's go ahead and cut this off. We're now at almost twice the length that we normally record. So that's
big.
going to do it. Yeah, it is a big game. It's a big release, and we're all huge fans of the franchise. So there was a lot to talk about as well, and many changes to the game. So even more to talk about. But thanks, everybody, for joining us. From everybody here at Beyond the Controller, thank you so much for spending your time watching our videos and listening to us. And we'll catch you guys next time.